Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Yamuna Tira Vanachya Yamuna Tira Vanachya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jai Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe. Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Radhe. Jai Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jai Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gora Hari Bo Bo Hari Bo Go Hari Bo. Jai Gaur Sitanath Premanande. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Shrimad Krishna Krishna Prabhupada Sahityam Prakash Acharam Kirmansharo Bhagavate Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschachade Shatarine. Oma Gyana Timirandasya Gyanan Gyana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovidam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jutapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Gunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kipasindubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we're reading from the 14th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita as it is, the three modes of material nature, translation and purport by our founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The three modes of material nature. Now let us go to the verse. There it is. Text number 6. Chapter 14, text number 6. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakashakam Anamayam Shuka Sangena Vadnati Jnana Sangena Chanagha Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakashakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Padnati Jnana Sangena Chanakha Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakashakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Padnati Jnana Sangena Chanakha Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatva Prakashakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Padnati Jnana Sangena Chanakha. Anyone would like to recite? Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatva Prakashakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Bhagnati Jnana Sangena Chanaka. Voice, you want to try? Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatva Prakashakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Bhagnati Jnana Sangena Chanaka. Samved?
Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat
Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatva
Prakashakam Anamayam
Prakashakam Anamayam
Sukha Sangena Bhagnati
Sukha Sangena Bhagnati
Jnana Sangena
Jnana
Chanaka.
Sangena Chanaka. Rohit Prabhu, you want to try? Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatva Prakashakam Anamayam Sukha Sangena Bhagnati Jnana Sangena Chanaka. Okay, word for word meaning. Tatra, there. Sattvam, the mode of goodness. Nirmalatvat, being purest in the material world. Prakashakam, illuminating. Anamayam, without any sinful reaction. Shuka, with happiness. Sangena, by association. Budnati, conditions. Jnana, with knowledge. Sangena, by association. Cha, also. Anagha, O sinless one. Translation. O sinless one, the mode of goodness, being purer than the others, is illuminating, and it frees one from all sinful reactions. Those situated in that mode become conditioned by a sense of happiness and knowledge. Purport. The living entities conditioned by material nature are of various types. One is happy, another is very active, and another is helpless. All these types of psychological manifestations are causes of the entity's conditioned status in nature. How they are differently conditioned is explained in this section of Bhagavad Gita. The mode of goodness is first considered. The effect of developing the mode of goodness in the material world is that one becomes wiser than those otherwise conditioned. A man in the mode of goodness is not so much affected by material miseries, and he has a sense of advancement in material knowledge. The representative type is the Brahmana, who is supposed to be situated in the mode of goodness. This sense of happiness is due to understanding that in the mode of goodness, one is more or less free from sinful reactions. Actually, in the Vedic literature, it is said that the mode of goodness means greater knowledge and a greater sense of happiness. The difficulty here is that when a living entity is situated in the mode of goodness, he becomes conditioned to feel that he is advanced in knowledge and is better than others. In this way, he becomes conditioned. The best examples are the scientist and the philosopher. Each is very proud of his knowledge, and because they generally improve their living conditions, they feel a sort of material happiness. This sense of advanced happiness in conditioned life makes them bound by the mode of goodness of material nature. As such, they are attracted toward working in the mode of goodness. And as long as they have an attraction for working in that way, they have to take some type of body in the modes of nature. Thus, there is no likelihood of liberation or of being transferred to the spiritual world. Repeatedly, one may become a philosopher, a scientist, or a poet, and repeatedly become entangled in the same disadvantages of birth and death. But due to the illusion of the material energy, one thinks that sort of life is pleasant. Hmm. So here, Arjuna is addressed as Anagha, as in the verse, Anagha. Sinless. Hmm. What is sin? Sin means disobeying the law of men. Law of God in particular, actually. It's like in a city like Seattle, there is a law of man that if one breaks the law of man, then the authorities, let's say the police, they will punish the person who's disobeying or not following the law of the city. There's also what you call federal law, mm, or national law. The whole country of United States, there's a law. But there is also a law which governs every living entities in our universe. Universal law that we have to know what to do and what not to do. So even though one is in the mode of goodness, Prabhupada says that is not good enough. One has to transcend. And goodness, yes, it is a stepping stone for one to become purified. Prabhupada says at least we should be in the mode of goodness. Because in the mode of goodness, uh, we can also cultivate knowledge. This is one of the symptoms, cultivation of knowledge. It's like here in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita gave us knowledge from which we can get out of this material world and not to suffer any more repeated birth and death. So, mode of goodness is not good enough because one becomes attached to sukha. What is sukha means? Happiness. Dukkha means miseries. Um, just like in the mode of ignorance, the attachment is in the mode of distress or sorrow. It's like we came from Harinam this afternoon and while walking from the market to get our car, there was an alleyway where a lot of dealings of drugs going on, taking of drugs. And I told Rantite Prabhu better not go in that direction because a person who is in a mode of ignorance, he is not thinking properly. We had one of the devotees from Vancouver who moved to Texas, and she was walking in a park, and there is this one homeless. Out of a sudden, he attacked. He attacked this devotee, and she was helpless. She said, I spoke with her, and she said, I completely forgotten what happened to me. When she woke up, she was having black eye and some stitches. Her neck was struck for no apparent reason because the person is highly intoxicated and probably he didn't know also what's going on. But in the mode of goodness, one is attached to happiness and gyan, knowledge. Jnana and knowledge. But Arjuna is not bound by this. He is in the transcendental platform at the same time. Even though temporarily he was put into the situation whereby he's not knowing what to do. He would rather, because he has the heart of a devotee. Heart of a devotee is pure. A devotee is automatically a saintly person, either man or woman. The heart is so pure that he is feeling compassionate towards other living entities. So Arjuna, that's why the Bhagavad Gita was spoken, because he is friend of Lord Krishna. Bhakto Sime Sakacheti. He's a devotee and a friend of Lord Krishna. But he's put into situation whereby, again, He doesn't know what to do. He would rather go to the forest and meditate. And the forest also is in the mode of goodness. Hmm. City life means mode of ignorance and passion. Village life is mode of goodness. There's no rush. Yeah, we've seen that in India. They just live very satisfied. When we go parikrama in different holy places, forest in Vrindavan, we see the Brajabasis. They just very happy, very content, easy. Unfortunately, some of them also they come to America. Sometimes we meet personalities coming from Mathura or Vrindavan. Mathura is Vrindavan. Yeah. So we'll ask them, Prabhuji, where are you from? Oh, my mother, she's from such and such. There's one devotee in San Jose. Her grandmother, Brajabasi, yeah, and her mother also lived in Vrindavan. But due to desire to have the family to be also well situated, so he ended up living in big city, San Jose. Yeah, for other reasons somehow. So this is attachment. Attachment in the mode of goodness is happiness. Like Narad Muni, he was in the mode of goodness as well before he became transcendental. He was attached, living in the forest. At least here in Seattle, you look like you live in the forest. There's a lot of trees. But you have to work. You have to work. Sometimes, 16 hours. One full-time job and two part-time jobs. Yeah, but you also eat the same chapatis as, the others who are not working that much. Same rice, dal, and chapati, and some sabji. The same. So ultimately, they're not really happiness because in the material world, there is no such thing as happiness. Happiness in the material world is flickering. There is a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. Real happiness means eternal, and it's always increasing. And the knowledge that we also receive here, uh, oh Krishna, you got lost. And the happiness that we receive in this material world is flickering. But there is happiness that never ending. That means when we serve the Supreme Lord, person can be engaged also 24 hours, the whole day, and he'll be satisfied. He'll be content. Material happiness, there is no contentment. There is no satisfaction, always hankering for more and more and more. So let's go back here and this Hare Krishna. We don't want to lose. Yes. So attachment to happiness and knowledge. It's like, yeah, we were walking also along the street. There is a sign. Peace, love, and wine. Yeah, did you see that? Huh? Yeah. And they're eating for family, peace, love, and wine. It's not compatible. Usually, when you have wine or intoxication, there is, again, some disagreement. Yeah, there is no peace. And there's no love. There's no love in this material world. So this binds a living entity in the mode of goodness, happiness, and knowledge, which is really not really knowledge because the knowledge is about material things. It's ephemeral. Prabhupada used the word ephemeral. This word is ephemeral. Ephemeral means it is temporary. Dukalayam ashashvatam. Full of miseries and full of, it's temporary. Nothing lasts here forever. Whatever we have, we're not able to bring in our next life. The only thing that we can bring, if we're not able to 100% become purified, is our karma. Karma follows us like a shadow wherever we go in this material world. Yeah, wherever you go, shadow is there, isn't it? Yeah, you cannot get away from the shadow. So we cannot get away from karma. So attachment to jnana causes ajnana, says here. Such attachment breeds pride. Yeah, and both attachment and pride are symptoms of the mode of passion. Again, there is no pure goodness in this material world. Everything is mixed up. These three modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance. Prabhupada gave an example. It's like um, three primary colors. Sunbed, what are the three primary colors? Red and blue. Intelligent boy. Red, yellow, and blue, right? So these colors, and very, very expert artist, painter, with his three primary colors, they can make different hues, like that of the rainbow. So these three modes of material nature says that you mix. Not everyone. Sometimes we're in a mode of goodness. Sometimes we're in a mode of passion. Sometimes we're in a mode of ignorance. So there's three colors. Uh, it can be multiplied 3 times 3. It becomes what? 9. How about 9 times 9? 81. Yeah. So it's multiplied again. 81 times 81. 600 something. Right? So 8 times 8 is 64. Yeah. So 81 times 81, like more than 640. What is that?
6561. 6561.
6561. Oh, that's a lot now. Yeah. And then 651. 651. 6561 times 6561. That'll be like, unlimited, unlimited colors. So the mixture is like that. So in other words, attachment to gyan causes agyan, ignorance. Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport. The difficulty here is that when a living entity is situated in the mode of goodness, he becomes conditioned to feel that he's advanced in knowledge and is better than others. So he becomes proud. When one becomes proud, then also envy starts to creep in. Because you don't want anyone to be equal with you or greater than you. Hmm? It's like it says, even a pauper is proud of his pennies or penny, even one penny. He's just so proud. How about those rich people? Uh, they're very proud of their wealth, of their position, and therefore they don't want anyone to be greater than them. And if he sees that someone is greater than them, then he wants to be greater than them. And he will do anything and everything, even to put down that personality who is greater than them. As Prabhupada says, the reason why we're still in this material world is because we're envious. We're envious of Krishna. The whole world, they're envious of each other. Envy. Hmm. In the spiritual world, envy is not present. Only in the material world. Yes. So, we think that we are advanced, that is a conditioned soul, and therefore we are better than others. In this way, he becomes conditioned. Okay, so let's go now to text number 7. We'd like to cover all of these 3 modes. Yeah. Okay, I'll just read and then the translation. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi trishna shanga samudbhavam tang nibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. The mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings, O Shanakunti. And because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to material fruitive actions. The mode of passion, purport, the mode of passion is characterized by the attraction between man and a woman. Women has attraction for men and man has attraction for women. This is called the mode of passion. What is the color of the mode of passion? Red, yes. Have is in the car, a race car, white. Most of them are red, practically like Ferrari, right? Lamborghini. Yeah, they're like race cars are like red, isn't it? You don't find blue race car. Blue is like, hmm, is different. Black for the mode of ignorance. Mixture, all of the colors now. Then it becomes black. Have you seen this video where uh, first it says lust? You know, it's like liquid. You know, is being poured in a container. Lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, and envy. So different colors. It becomes completely black now. There's different attachments. And then the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the water. So it keeps pouring in water, and the black color disappeared. Yeah, yeah. Purport. And when the mode of passion is increased, one develops the hankering for material enjoyment. He wants to enjoy sense gratification. For sense gratification, a man in the mode of passion wants some honor in society or in the nation, and he wants to have a happy family with nice children, wife, and house. These are the products of the mode of passion. We have devotees also having family, but Krishna is the center. That is the difference. Family that doesn't have Krishna in the center, then their family is what you call grihamedi. No more, no grihasta. Grihasta means Krishna is the center, and they're also following strict rules and regulations. In Grihastha life, there is a license for sense enjoyment. To have children, this license. For brahmacharis, no connection with women. For vanaprasthas, no connection with women. For sannyasis, no connection with women. Of course, brahmachari, they can decide if they want to get married. And in Kali Yuga, Grihastha is the best ashram. Why? Because you will learn more how to become detached. Grihastha ashram means learning how to become detached, not to become more attached. But the issue here is that if Krishna is not the center, then you become attached to the family members. And therefore, as the Srimad Bhagavatam says, this is the greatest bondage in this material world. The parents will think the children are their properties. No, the children are not the property of the parents. They're there to take care, like caretaker. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you do babysitting. Yeah, the children will be dropped off to you temporarily while the other parents are working. Um, so one should not think, oh, this baby becomes my property. Temporary. So similarly, this mode of passion thinks about this having a happy family. I would like to fulfill the desires of my family members to be happy, and I will do anything and everything to accomplish this because their happiness is also my happiness materially. Hmm, that is not. You'll just get more and more entangled in this material world by doing so. It says here, Prabhupada is here. And he wants to have a happy family with nice children, wife, and house. Some grihastas, not grihastas, grihamedis, they will have like $1 million of homes, but not having Krishna as a center, then it is considered to be like, you know, pigeonhole, pigeonholes. Yeah, like in big cities like New York, they have like 110 floors, apartments. What to do? We have to be very careful. Therefore, it is clearly stated here that he becomes associated with the fruits of his activities, and thus he becomes bound by such activities. In order to please his wife, children, and society, and to keep up his prestige, one has to work. Work like an ass. It's a beast of burden. Yeah, like a donkey will carry heavy load, heavy load, like the laundry from Dobiwala, washerman. But then he doesn't know that on the side of the road, green grass is available. But he's thinking, oh no, my master will feed me. So this is the case. Therefore, the whole material world is more or less in the mode of passion. So city life is in a mode of passion. Everyone is running, driving their cars, as Prabhupada would say, breakneck speed. Breakneck speed. We're just coming from Harinam, or when we go coming from a program. How come so many people, really going very fast? Where are they going? They're not going to a program, a Bhakti Briksha program. they're, they're not gonna go. They're not going to the temple. Or that's the case. It's very difficult to understand these things. And as Prabhupada would say, they're so busy. Why don't they just, use the phone and settle the business without without leaving home? In Mumbai, Prabhupada will say, sometimes some of them they will have to commute for 2 hours to go to work, and then 2 hours coming back from work. And then at the end of the day, they will just have few chapatis, some sabjis, and sleep. So tired. Um, so the whole world is like this, the whole material world. Modern civilization is considered to be advanced in the standard of the mode of passion. Formerly, the advanced condition was considered to be in the mode of goodness. Uh, if there is no liberation for those in the mode of goodness, what to speak of those who are entangled in the mode of passion? So that one cannot go back home back to Godhead, even if one is in the mode of goodness. That's what it says here. Let's see now. What does it say? Hare Krishna. Let's see. Hari Hari. Go back. 10:47. Yes. Just give me some time. There is a note here. In text 6, the word Nirmala. Sometimes our Guru Maharaj will give the name Nirmala to a disciple, right? Nirmala means pure. Was used. Here, Raga, which can be mean colored, is used. The person in the mode of passion sees everything colored by his unlimited desires, and he experiences Trishna Sangha, a thirst or hankering for boundless material enjoyment. Because of his intense multiple hankerings, he is always forced to engage in karma sangha, hard work. Again, hard work. This is in the mode of passion. Okay, text 8. We have time?
Yes, ma'am.
It's 8:30 now. Let's see. Text 8. In English, let me see. Hare Krishna. No. This. Let me see. I'm not able to go immediately. Okay, I'll go back. Text 8. Tamastu aghyana jang vidhi mohanang sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidrabhi stang nibadnanti bharata. Translation. O son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness, born of ignorance, is the delusion of all embodied living entities. The results of this mode are madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. Purport. In this verse, the specific application of the word tu is very significant. This means that the mode of ignorance is a very peculiar qualification. Jai, si Gornitai, si Radha Nilamada, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman Jai Ho. The pujari will put them to sleep. The mode of ignorance is just the opposite of the mode of goodness. In the mode of goodness, by development of knowledge, one can understand what is what, but the mode of ignorance is just the opposite. Everyone under the spell of the mode of ignorance becomes mad, and a madman cannot understand what is what. Madman is the, like, if one says, oh, he's crazy. Crazy means he also doesn't know what to do, but madman is higher level of craziness. Instead of making advancement, one becomes degraded. The definition of the mode of ignorance is stated in the Vedic literature. Vastu yatamya jnana bharakam viparyaya jnana janakam tamaha. Under the spell of ignorance, one cannot understand a thing as it is. As Prabhupada would say, yes, like a person who is drunk or intoxicated. That is mode of ignorance. He doesn't know whether he's wearing his jacket or not. He doesn't even know where his jacket is, if he's wearing or not jacket. For example, everyone can see that his grandfather has died and therefore he will also die. Man is mortal. The children that he conceives will also die. So that is sure. Still, people are madly accumulating money and working very hard all day and night, not caring for the eternal spirit. This is madness. In their madness, they are very reluctant to make advancement in spiritual understanding. Such people are very lazy. When they are invited to associate to spiritual understanding, they are not much interested. They are not even active like the man who is controlled by the mode of passion. Thus, another symptom of one embedded in the mode of ignorance is that he sleeps more than is required. 6 hours of sleep is sufficient, but a man in the mode of ignorance sleeps at least 10 or 12 hours a day. Hmm. It's like in the weekends, they sleep quite a lot, conditioned souls, because they work so hard Monday to Friday, and then in the weekend, they party all night long, and then the next day they'll sleep the whole day. Hmm. For devotees, we don't do that. We don't have holidays. We don't have holidays. Like Monday to Sunday is all the same, isn't it? There's no such thing, oh, weekends, okay, I have to take it easy. No, usually Saturday and Sunday we're more busy, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. Uh, there's no vacation for devotees. And sometimes grihastas will go for vacation. If you're going for a vacation, better go to Brindavan or or Mayapur or Jagannath Puri. Some grihastas, they go to Paris or to London or to Acapulco, Mexico. Uh, we don't have a spring break, right? We don't have summer break, do we? Well, the kids, they do. Yeah, but they have more. They study more, some of them. They have more time to chat, have more time to read. Mm. And because they're growing, okay, they're exempted. They can sleep a little longer during summertime. Is that true, Sambe, Prabhu? Yeah, you sleep more? No, there's no skipping of Mangalarti?
No, we usually go to Monday on the weekends more.
Okay, that's good. 6 hours of sleep is sufficient. Hare Krishna. Our Guru Maharaj, he rarely slept also. Only in his last few days that he will be sleeping or taking rest more. Rest is not in his dictionary. He cannot find in his dictionary. As Prabhupada says, impossible is only in the Fool's, can be found in the Fool's dictionary. But for Guru Maharaj, even right in the very end, he did not take rest. Hmm. When he was in Vrindavan, last time he came to Vrindavan, he called me at least twice. He says, I'm tired. Find a massage, a devotee who can do massage. And he was saying, he never ever said, I am tired. Never ever. During my travel with him for 27 years, never said. Only in the last few days or few months, he needs to take rest more. The body practically are not able to function, but they have strong willpower. It's like Jayapatak Swami. Hmm? Jayapatak Swami also is the same thing. Never stop. I remember meeting him last year in Atlanta for the Chidadahi festival. He was there. Right now, doctors cannot, will not let him go. He's in Delhi and will not let him go even to go to Mayapur. What's keep keeping them so active? Because of their love for Srila Prabhupada, because their love for Krishna. Just like Prabhupada says, don't take this opportunity from me. This opportunity to preach. We're always in that mood, like a spiritual warrior. A spiritual warrior never, what do you call this? They never back up. They know they don't return. Or they don't surrender to the dictations of the senses and their mind. They're very strong willpower. We should be like that because they're in the mode of pure goodness. A person who even is still in the mode of goodness is not good enough to be in that position. Um, so when Guru Maharaj he told me I need some massage, I tried to contact my person, but he's in Delhi. He was in Delhi, so I found one devotee. It was his first time in Vrindavan, but he professionally has so many certificates. It is a good massage. He's from Europe, so he went to see Guru Maharaj, and then the next day I told Guru Maharaj. Then he asked me again. I feel tired. Then I sent him again to do it. He will not let me massage him because I touched his deities. The pujaris touch the deities. His massage is like if you are pujari, he will not let you do it. To do the massage. This is how high standard is deity worship. Have you massaged Rantidev Prabhu, Guru Maharaj? See how soft his feet, huh?
Very soft.
So soft. I've never seen. I did, only during his Vyasa Puja. We do Abhishek. But when you touch his feet, it's like very soft, like cotton. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. But nevertheless, even in his last days, he went to Dehradun, his pastimes in such a way that he wanted to be the perfect host. He wanted to be the perfect host. So yes, he rarely sleep, Guru Maharaj. Even though he has an alarm clock, when you became used to your daily routine, alarm clock may be there besides you on the bed, but usually you don't use it. You will wake up before the alarm gets off. Huh? I'm like that also because we have this body. What's that? Body clock. Yeah. And during my travel, it's the same thing. So yes, sleep is one of the symptoms. The one who is in mode of ignorance, then they sleep long. Sometimes there is a phrase, "Hey, you sleep like a bear," right? Because the bears they hibernate for many months. Hmm. Who is that? Was it Jambaban? Yeah? Is it Jambaban? He woke up. Lord Krishna woke him up, right? Hmm. He's in a bare body too, isn't it? Yeah. Such a man appears to be always dejected and is addicted to intoxicants and sleeping. These are the symptoms of a person conditioned by the mode of ignorance. So, in the mode of goodness, we can work purely in passion. We at least produce fruits from our work that may be offered to Krishna. Ignorance, however, produces nothing but deeper ignorance. Sattva goodness creates inactivity based on knowledge, but Tama ignorance creates inactivity based on the lack of knowledge. Yeah. Mm. Then says Srila Baladev Vidyabhusan comments, the use of the word two here indicates that ignorance is opposed to the other two modes. Pramada, madness opposes goodness. Alasha, indolence opposes passion, and nidra, sleep opposes both goodness and passion. So Srila Prabhupada describes within the difference between goodness and ignorance. So, yes, we have to somehow at least be in the mode of goodness, and go towards pure goodness when we perform these regulative principles of doing sadhana, and especially chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Yes, chanting the holy name. That puts us immediately in the transcendental platform. Okay? You have any questions or comments to this one? The destination at the time of death, those who are in the mode of goodness, they attain the pure higher planets of the great sages, Swargaloka. Those who are in the mode of passion attains earthly planets. And those who are in the mode of ignorance, they're birthed in lower species. There's nothing else can be mitigated. Our sufferings and miseries cannot be mitigated, even if one is in the mode of goodness, passion, what to say of ignorance. So we have to do what we need to do, what we have to do. Okay? Are there any points, comments? Yes.
We are here because we try to.
We are here because,
Because we try to be controller.
yeah, we want to be the Lord of all we survey, Prabhupada says in the book, in Bhagavad Gita.
And we still try when a person come to the level of the mode of goodness.
When?
When a person come to the mode of goodness.
Mode of goodness. Yeah.
We try to become again controller.
Yeah.
So how to stop the control of six?
Try
to control the control.
Yeah. How to understand. So we have to cultivate knowledge from the Shastra. Hear from the Shastra, Guru and Sadhu. Guru means heavy, not by weight. Guru is heavy to cut our material attachments. He can see more ourselves more than we do. They have this mystic power to do it, to have that vision whereby each and every disciple, they have their own material attachments. And Guru can tell you what to do and what not to do. He does not flatter. Guru doesn't flatter the disciple. So, yes, even as a devotee, one can be proud. One can be proud of. Yes, I distributed the most books. Hmm? And the in spiritual life, humility is the first thing that we have to develop. Humility. This is the opposite of being proud, right? Proud, you're arrogant, you don't give respect. Guru Maharaj told me, always be respectful. So he must have seen something in me that I'm not respectful. Yeah? So he told me, always be respectful. So he is reminding me, don't be proud. There's a tendency of one when he becomes, let's say, sannyasi. Yeah, not just grihastas, because an ashram whereby it is the highest of all the ashrams. Yeah, brahmachari, grihasta, vanaprastha, sannyas. So what is it that I have to that I'm let's say what is it that I'm being proud of that I could be proud of is the position, but this position is temporary. The goal is not to be a sannyasi. The goal is to be a pure devotee in the grihasta ashram. Yeah. So we have to always check ourselves because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says that what in order to chant the holy name of the Lord constantly, one should be more humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, and should be always ready to offer respect to anyone, to everyone, and not expecting any respect towards oneself. Yeah. And for the proper address for sannyasis will be Maharaj, yeah, or Swami. So sometimes devotees they call me also Prabhu. So shall I get upset on him? Say, hey, Prabhuji, I'm a Swami. You must call me Maharaj or Swami. No, I don't say like that. Maybe in the early days when I took sannyas. But now, forget it. You can call me whatever you like. Yeah. And if one doesn't offer obeisances to sannyasi, they're supposed to fast the whole day. So even in Vrindavan, I've seen some brahmacharis, not from our temple, but some visiting brahmacharis. They will not offer respect to me. So I will not say, hey Prabhu, you don't know the Shastra says. You don't know that if you don't offer obeisances, first thing that you've seen, first time that you've seen, you have to fast the whole day. No, I don't have to say that. Let them learn, or someone will tell them, but it's not for me to correct. You understand? And if someone calls me Prabhu, then they'll say, oh Maharaj, I'm sorry I called you Prabhu. It's okay. Prabhu is the highest. Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu. They're all Prabhus, right? Yeah. But you should not get affected by that way. And that is a problem. Person who is not humble, what is he then? Then he's proud. Because that is the opposite. Yeah. We have to guard ourselves in that way. Being proud, that is the problem. Any other points? Comments? Yes, Mataji? Yeah?
Maharaj,
Hmm.
in the morning you were mentioning about uh, hearing, chanting, and then the service.
Yeah.
So now, when we were talking about pure devotee,
Mm-hmm.
what should be the mood we have to be in?
What should be our mood?
should we be sometimes we get lost in the rituals,
Mm,
like we are so occupied in that, like
yeah.
that's where a lot of in India that's what happened, right? Like
Mhm.
people got lost in the rituals and then it became
They don't know
superstitions,
why they're doing
right?
what they're doing.
So
Um, the
when we
very
are
first, okay, what?
when we are when we are talking to others,
Mm,
where do we start from? Like today in Sankirtana,
yeah,
when there were a lot of people who got attracted to a
yeah,
big
yeah.
crowd, right?
It's always attractive.
So uh, when we go about, we can't tell all of this to them.
No.
Yeah, because they
For them, it is enjoying. Our purpose actually is to please Krishna. For whatever we do, always remember we are there to please Krishna, not to enjoy. Once you think for your own enjoyment, then you are not actually doing bhakti. Doing bhakti is only for Krishna. So, and to do bhakti, we have to also search inside. We have to take care of ourselves first. There's a saying in English, charity starts at home, right? So we have to check ourselves. Am I really like being occupied that makes me Krishna conscious, or it becomes like a ritual only? And as we've heard, we should chant with feelings, with bhav, with love, with attention. If we just want to finish our rounds for the sake of finishing the rounds, and you did not hear one single Maha Mantra, then that whatever you did, it doesn't have so much effect, purifying effect. It is, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, only alphabets. So we have to know why we're doing what we're doing. And we need guides, we need guidelines, someone who can correct us. You can ask maybe your best friend, your BFF. In the material, they have the BFF. You know what's BFF? Best friend forever. Yeah. So you can ask, hey, Mataji, is there anything that you see that I need to improve? Please let me know. Is there anything that I can do to increase my love for Krishna? Why not? Because the guru is not there all the time, right? And your friend can see you. Your friend can see if you're changed. Hmm? Your friend can see that if there is some things that you still need to do. Why not? Oh, don't be shy asking like this. Don't think that, oh, if I ask someone, I will be, I'll become less. Actually, you're not becoming less. You're improving. If you have this genuine desire to improve and to make advancement, don't be shy. Actually, humility means coming forward and telling what is the truth. If you're just say, oh no, no, I cannot express myself to anyone, it'll be embarrassing. I don't want to let them know that I have so many mistakes or so many shortcomings. Open, open up your heart to someone, and that devotee could be a Shiksha Guru. That's why our movement is more of a Shiksha Guru. Shiksha, uh, Guru, disciplic succession. Because the Guru is not there all the time. So how about now? Especially our Guru has left us. He departed over a month ago. So what's gonna happen to us? We're like orphans now. Yeah? No, not really. Our movement, there's a lot of wonderful devotees. Either our God brothers or God sisters, and definitely Srila Prabhupada's disciples are there. Yeah. But you see, a disciple took initiation from a particular guru or spiritual master because he found some quality or special quality from his Guru Maharaj that also you have. So the mood of the spiritual master, you have that particular mood also that you are looking for. Yeah? That's why each and every one of us, we took initiation from different gurus. But guru is one. Guru is one. But we have certain likings. It's like yesterday, um, we celebrated three Vyasa Pujas here, right? So His Holiness Radha Govinda Maharaj is so much in deep studies of Srimad Bhagavatam. So most of his disciples are like that also. Yeah? They have like some taste for reading Srimad Bhagavatam, or His Holiness Lokanath Swami. He has this expertise in kirtan. So most of his disciples are like that also. Yeah? Am I correct? Yes. Yeah, they're like, they're like the kirtan mood. Um, so it's very difficult to find a guru who has all of these qualities. That's Prabhupada. Prabhupada, if you combine all of Prabhupada's disciples, that is all of them, the qualities that you'll find from Prabhupada's disciples and the future gurus, you can find only in Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so this is Guru Tattva. So in our situation, our Guru Maharaj, we found something. For me, what I found him the best, because I was asked the same question. What is it that you found that attracts you the most to your Guru Maharaj? So I cannot answer immediately because he has a lot of good qualities. It's like in the Nectar of Devotion or in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says, pure devotee has 26 qualities, main qualities. But of course, all the demigods resides in the spiritual master as well. He has the spiritual master has all the good qualities of the demigods. And how many demigods are there? 33 million, huh? So for me, the one I found so attracted to is that his simplicity. Simplicity. He's open to everyone. It doesn't matter whose disciple are you. If you go and see him, you can go and see him. Nowadays, it's very difficult to approach the guru. Hare Krishna. Isn't it? Because they have thousands of disciples. How can he accommodate thousands of disciples? Hmm? It's very difficult. So now they have this kind of system, monitor system. They cannot go straight to Guru. But our Guru Maharaj, he can go anytime. He can go and see him anytime. Hmm? That's true. Isn't it? Yes, Rantidev, is that true?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah. Yeah. Other gurus, yeah, you have to go. You cannot see them, you cannot talk to them. You have to talk through the disciples. They say, oh, Guru Maharaj is busy, doesn't have time. But Guru Maharaj has time for everyone. Yeah? And sometimes he would chastise me, why you're not letting them in. Because, one time in Brindavan, it was like 5 p.m. and still he hasn't eaten his lunch. So he asked me to go and check if there is anyone outside. Then I found like a family. Then I told the family, please, you come back after. Gurmaj needs to take prasadam now. And he heard me. He says, why are you telling them to go? That is not my style. That is not my style. Let them in. Come on, Gurmaj, you have to eat. He says, okay, I can wait. Where can you find a guru like that? Huh? He would sacrifice more of his time and his energy for others than for himself. These are what you call spiritual warriors. They don't give up. They don't retreat. That's the word I'm trying to find out. No retreat. You know what's retreat? No backing up. Yeah? They always keep moving forward. So, yes. If you find some difficulties, you he says, if you don't have time to chant and you work too much, decrease your work and find some time to chant. So in our everyday dealings, it's like today we're so packed up today since this morning. We practically didn't stop. But my visit here is very short time, so we try to accommodate as much as possible. Since in the morning practically we didn't stop. So, but there should be a time that you have to stop and check yourself. Take care of yourself first. Yeah. If you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to keep going in bhakti? Or if you're working too much and you don't have time for bhakti, decrease your work. And but sometimes you cannot see it. Someone has to point this out to you. Okay? Shall we stop here now? Yes. One last question. Hare Krishna. Where is Yoginath? Yoginath? Yogi? Okay, he's downstairs.
My question is that it's a very common interruptions in our chanting.
What?
It's a very common the interruptions in our
Interruption in our chanting.
Yeah. So give you more points. We remember that fear. By that fear we take our chanting, good chanting in the morning.
Yeah.
Hence we left around okay 2 rounds we will do tomorrow. Some that so
Backlog.
yeah. So give us some fearful points. We remember that and we retain our good chantings with extra chantings.
Yeah. Well, you have to chant your rounds early in the morning as much as possible. Finish your rounds before 10 o'clock.
Very fearful points. We remember that point.
You remember? Just remember. Write it down. I should chant my rounds, before certain time. Or if you cannot chant your rounds early, you should block a certain time during the day that is meant for it. Like our pujaris, they're doing seva. Ah, so when do they chant their rounds? They chant their rounds during the daytime. Yeah, so for you as a mother, there's a certain time that you have to adjust. When do you chant? And you blocked it. This time, I should not have any disturbance because chanting means between you and Krishna. No one should interfere. But it's very difficult if you have a little child. How to adjust? Because you have to adjust to your kids also if they're still young, right? Like baby, like say 5-year-old. what to do. So you find yourself, you find your time when to do it, and that's it. But now Yogi, yeah, his name is Yogi? Yogit. Yogit. Now he's going to the Gurukul, right, in Vrindavan. So now you find yourself time, yeah, to do it. He's in good hands now. He's gonna have a lot of friends there. He's gonna have a lot of playmates. So now you'll have time. Okay? All right. Srila Prabhupada K. Jai Go Sitana Premanande Hari Hari Bol Guru Maharaj ki Jai Ho. Hare Krishna. Hari Hari. Hare Krishna.